So we're leaving West Glacier, and we left about maybe 15-20 minutes ago. So we're headed west still on Route 2, although we're going to take a shortcut here. There's a bypass around the next town. So today we're going to travel about 6.5 hours. We will go through northern Idaho in order to get to Washington State. If you look closely in the map, Idaho actually has a slither of the of its territory going all the way up to Canada. So you have to cross through Idaho from Montana in order to get to Washington State, which is the most northwest state of our country. So, until the next time, Charbonneau. We're traveling still through northwest Montana, just a different view. Absolutely spectacular scenery. The Rocky Mountains are behind us, so this is a little bit different, but it's beautiful nevertheless. We're approximately an hour and 10 minutes since we left from West Glacier, so we're still in northwest Montana. So still in northwest Montana, and just a thought that occurred to me. We've been driving on 2-lane roads now for the last 1,500 miles since we left South Dakota on our way to North Dakota and then west toward Montana, and now we're going southwest before we start heading directly west when we intercept Interstate 90 somewhere near the Idaho border. It's beautiful. I'm not used to it. Actually, it's quite scary. I don't like driving on 2-lane roads, but I guess that's part of the deal when traveling across our country in order to see every corner in every state. The scenery is absolutely gorgeous. And then again, this is a little bit different, but again, just want to share my thoughts as we are getting ready to leave western Montana. There's a bald eagle right in front of us. There's a bald eagle flying right in front of us. There he is. He's beautiful. Just had to get that. Nancy saw it as we're driving along. We're still in northwest Montana. Oh, that was beautiful. This is Lolo, L-O-L-O, National Forest. We've been on this stretch of road and in this national forest for about 10 minutes. Again, this is still Montana. We will be on Interstate 90 west sometime over the next 10-15 minutes. But again, we just want to share with everyone exactly what we're seeing. Charbonneau. We're up now in Idaho, I do believe. Yes, and there's a sign. Idaho. Idaho, welcome to Idaho. Is this sign big enough or what?
Yes. Big enough.
Huge sign, wow.
Idaho. Non-capital Idaho.
So, some of the terrain in Washington State. We've been in Washington State for about an hour now, and this is what it looks like. Distinctly different. The countryside is a lot more brown as opposed to the plush green rolling hills of North and South Dakota. basically what we're looking at. We wanted to share. I just realized that all the videos that we've taken so far today with the iPhone camera were on time lapse. So I had to basically throw them all out. And we're starting with the iPhone here at essentially at the end of the day. It's now 10 minutes till 5 local time. We have some videos on the GoPro that we took along the way. But we started the day in West Glacier. We left at 7:45 in the morning. Drove about 6.5 hours. We had an adventure along the way where the diesel exhaust fluid indicator was low. And when I stopped to get some to replace it, no one seemed to have it. So for 150 miles along Interstate 90 going west, I was sweating it crazy because my engine light came on and I was worried. So we finally stopped at a Walmart Supercenter 3/4 of the way through Idaho, and they happened to have some, so I replenished it. So we were good, but that was a very stressful time. The GoPro then, once we got into Idaho, overheated because I had it on the dash, so we couldn't take any more videos of the terrain, which was essentially similar to that of South and North Dakota, except the grass was burned. It was not very pleasant to the eye until we actually got here. This is Charbonneau Park and RV Resort in Burbank, Washington. It's about an hour and a half southwest of Spokane. And Nancy and I are sitting outside. Nancy, you want to look?
Yeah.
Want to say hello?
Yes, I see.
The RV park that we are at is absolutely gorgeous. So I'm going to essentially give you a panoramic view of what's around us, and then once it gets a little cooler, because right now it's a cool 90 degrees. And we're sitting in the shade outside the RV because, as you can hear, the RV air conditioner is working overtime trying to cool it down, which is nearly impossible in this heat. But there's a breeze out here, so we're okay. So we finally got the tripod out on the GoPro, and we're about to take a walk. It's a tripod handheld gizmo, which is nice. You can hear the air conditioning on the RV in the background, trying desperately to catch up. I think it's fighting a losing battle. I'm not sure that's ever going to cool down tonight, so sleeping should be interesting. But let's go for a little walk. We want to show you around. So, Banidin.
I like the tent.
The tent's nice. There's a shot as we walk away from Nancy Joe the RV and walking toward the lake.
I want a tent.
You want a tent? We have an RV, Nancy. I'm not going to go downgrade to a tent. Not anytime soon. But if you need one, I'll buy you one.
Yes, I need a tent.
Okay. What do you need it for? You want to sleep in it?
To sleep in it.
You're sleeping by yourself. Maybe I'll put Hector in there with you.
Yeah, Hector was.
Hector with you, okay?
He'll be.
Yeah, he'll love that.
He'll love that.
Yes,
He'll
you and
love
Hector.
that.
Yes. Yeah, he's your buddy.
He's my buddy.
Yes, he is.
He's
Okay.
my buddy.
Cool breeze now. Sun's going
Oh, now it's.
hiding behind the clouds, which helps a lot actually. When the sun is when right over the direct sunlight. Let's go see what's over here. It's a pretty good sized lake. There's people out there boating.
Huh?
There's people out there boating.
Yeah.
And there's looks like people over there sitting around enjoying the cool evening. This is an RV site that looks empty. Well, maybe they came and left. They'll come back later maybe. That might be what's going on. Let's walk out to the water's edge. Here we go. Charbonneau Park and RV Resort in Burbank, Washington. Considering how ugly the terrain was driving up here, I'm actually surprised at how nice and beautiful this is. So for now, sto bene din. So now we've come to the south side of the park, and got a little marina. We met some people on our walk. We spent 15 to 20 minutes talking to them. Very interesting. Apparently this park here is extremely popular in the state of Washington, Oregon and surrounding states, because a lot of people actually do boating along this waterway, which extends for miles and miles, and I didn't know. But it's a beautiful park. It's very popular, and they were very nice. Don't you think they were very nice, Nancy?
Yeah. They're very nice.
They gave us some tips on the places to go see in Utah. So I wrote them down. I can make that, God willing, and if we're healthy next year, we're definitely going to go that way. I do want to spend some time in Utah. Everybody raves about Utah, so we're going to spend some time in Utah. And we'll see how it goes. We just have to stay healthy first, right, Nancy?
Look at the balloons. Look at the balloons.
Nancy's enamored by the balloons on that looks like a pontoon boat. It's actually a different looking pontoon boat. Looks like a little house.
Looks like a little house.
Yes, that's what it looks like. Okay, let's go back to Nancy Joe the RV. So it's been a very long, exhausting day. Tomorrow we have another 6.5 hour drive, so we're going to turn in early. We already ate, had our glass of wine, right?
Yeah.
We're in our evening walk, trying to get some exercise, and then tomorrow morning early we'll get up and hit the road again. So until then, sto bene din. Well, we find a nice cool spot right after our walk, just sitting in our chairs right outside our RV. You can hear the air conditioning screaming. It's like a furnace inside. You can't go in there. So it's early yet. It's only maybe what time is it, Nancy? It's only 7:03 in the evening, so we got some time. It'll cool down. It's starting to cool down already, but it's a beautiful evening. Nancy, what do you think?
Yes.
Beautiful evening?
Beautiful evening.
Yes.
Beautiful evening.
Yes, so we asked the people that we saw in the RV park a little bit further on over. They were telling us that the fields we saw with fruit trees and shrubs were vineyards and apple trees. The grapes are essentially wine grapes, and they do have some table grapes too. Didn't ask what variety. I don't think they really knew. But they're regulars. They come here frequently. But it's a beautiful place, so I can see why. If you have a boat and you got some time, this is definitely a nice place to visit. Out in the state of Washington, because we haven't seen anything extraordinary until we got here. The countryside looked absolutely awful. So this here is a gem out there in the middle of nowhere. So we've already signed out once. We're going to sign out again. This is for good. Till tomorrow. Sto bene din. It is Monday morning. It's 5 o'clock in the morning, and we're about to watch a sunrise together off in the distance. It's absolutely beautiful out here. We are still in Burbank, Washington. It's Charbonneau RV Park and Resort. All is quiet. You can even hear a rooster crow off in the distance. Several roosters crowing off in the distance. Absolutely gorgeous. It's nice and cool. It's 63 degrees. So I've decided, Nancy's still sleeping. So I've decided I'm gonna get up and enjoy the beauty of what surrounds us and read the Bible on our picnic table. And there's the sunrise and the horizon. We'll do a little zoom shot. Unfortunately, that ugly building is in our way, but that's okay. That's okay, we can live with that. We're kind of sitting up here, so I've got a nice view of the area. So until next time, when we chime in, estoy banidin.